This is a soft sponge, and this is what the Pan Pastel people encourage you to use with Pan Pastels. We used to sell these. They're very dense, they're very fantastic, but they're expensive. They're expensive little sponges, and people didn't quite get why a sponge had to be that expensive. So I want to show you something about this as we're working. So this is just a piece of paper towel over here. I'll put it right here. And then I've got the sponge. I'm going to actually use the sponge here. Pan Pastel is super pigmented, and it has some like a solidified binder in there. I love working with Pan Pastel. These are my two favorite colors. This is Payne's Gray and Burnt Sienna. I love these two colors because you can go back into your journal pages and you can add shadowing and things with these two colors. Oh, I wanted to stick with the, and they also blend out to create such an interesting result. Now, see how I got that dirty? Here's how you clean this particular type sponge. You take your paper towel and you wipe it, wipe. You do not throw it in water. You wipe on a white paper towel until it's clean. And it's pretty darn close to clean right now. And you're still gonna have some staining on there, but that's how you actually, I completely like mutilated my paper towel while I was doing that. What a goof. Anyway, you're still gonna have some staining on the sponge, but these sponges are workhorses and they will last you forever. So now I'm switching to the blue and I'm gonna add it up. When you blend these two colors together, you get just a really beautiful, see this gray developing over here? I love these two colors blended together. But I do love these colors together because of the neutrals they create. And I just thought that it would be fun to show you two of my favorites. Now, I have another part of the sponge clean. Here is one other thing I like about these sponges. The surfaces 1, 2, 3, 4 that are pointy, and then not to mention these others. This is the fancy little sponge. Fancy schmancy. So Pan Pastels also come in pearlescence and in this, which is just a flat out copper metallic. And look at that. I mean, the metallics are just so darn pretty. So for my money, a Pan Pastel is worth its weight in gold. One, because look at the result, for one. Like one of these little tubs just would probably last literally for the rest of your life. So I think that that is very cool. Now let's say you're working in your journal. I probably wouldn't even fix this because it's gonna just be pretty stable, honestly. You know, I think I could smear it. You can smear it a little bit, but look, it doesn't even look that bad if you smear it. It's just not as transient as a regular soft pastel due to the fact that it has some binder in it. That's even a pretty effect, smearing the outside and leaving the inside sharply in focus. It reminds me of that portrait feature on the iPhone. I'm gonna grab one of these gessoed ones. Let's try something here. Let's grab, this is another piece of the Bristol paper, but this one I gessoed because I was curious. Like, I'm curious if you use a Pan Pastel on a gessoed page, is it gonna maybe be a little bit more stable? So let's take a look here. Let's get some of the Payne's Gray. Works great. and I'm just changing colors. These are made to be washed. So it's blending on the fly. Now, I'm blowing the dust away. So this is on a gessoed background, which for some reason it looks really crisp to me, doesn't it? Let's see now if it smears. A little bit, maybe about the same, I guess. You know what though, I am kind of infatuated with that idea of smearing out part of it. I think this would be in your journal and it would be really pretty stable. If you didn't want to leave it loose like this, all I would do is get some matte medium and a little, I like a spatula. And just delicately go across and set it. Or use a spray. I have a spray on my Amazon list too that you can use. This Pan Pastel sits there fairly stable while you brush this on. So it works pretty well.